welcome to the Soulful Badass podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Jackson, an intuitive success coach from the UK, and I'm here to help entrepreneurs, leaders, and soul-aligned goddesses to create epic levels of success and impact in your life and your business. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you are tuning in every week for mindset talk, manifestation, magic, and incredible interviews with other soul-aligned entrepreneurs. So hit the subscribe button, and I'd love to invite you to come and join the Soulful Badass community. All the links are in the show notes. Please go and click them, and I'll see you in there. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's podcast episode. This week, I want to talk to you about selling in your business. Now, I've been having conversations with lots of entrepreneurs lately who are saying, everybody loves what I do. I'm getting the traction on likes. I'm getting the engagement on my social media, but I'm just not making the sales, or I'm not getting those clients booking with me, and there's something missing. And there's often an energy around, how is it you are promoting and selling the things that you do in your business? So as women entrepreneurs, there's a lot of blocks that we can hold around this, and there's a lot of energy we can hold around this. But I want to break things down really simply in this episode to try and help you through some of those blocks. One of it is your social media is not something that is just there to annoy you, the algorithms to annoy you, all the things that we love to hate about social media. If you are running an online business, your social media is your shop front. That is your store. That's the place where somebody walks in your shop, whether they like what they see or not, based on what that window looks like. And your social media is your window display. It is telling that person that this is the name of your shop, this is what you do, and this is why they need to come in, because it feels so damn good once they step inside. So is your branding really selling what it is that your energy of your shop wants to look and feel like? Does it have sass? If you were selling clothing, if you were a clothing brand and you opened a boutique clothing store, how would you be branding it? How would you be dressing your front window? How would you be having your sign above the door? What would your shop look like inside? Would it be vintage? Would it be modern? Would it be minimalist? What would it look like? And is that portrayed within your own branding, within your social media? So start to think of it as, this is about you. This is really around what it is that brings you as an individual, as a content creator, as a coach, as an artist, as a jewelry maker. What it is it about you and your branding that makes you completely unique and completely like, oh my God, I need to get my hands on that? What is it that you want to really portray about yourself within that? So within this, you can get so much. And I see so many people doing the general, all the Instagram posts that are curated in a certain way, and you try and make them look all pleasing, but they don't have you and your authenticity in there. So is there a way that you can make your social media and your branding even more authentic, even more of your personality, even more of you coming through, and more of you and what you do, you and how you help people, you and how you make people's lives better, or you make them look more beautiful, or you give them amazing jewelry, or you take amazing photos? Like, what is it that they need to see in order to go, oh my God, I need that in my life? Because everything is energy. And if you're looking at your social media and you're feeling a bit flat about it, then your clients are probably going to be looking at it and feeling a bit flat about it too. They're not going to be jazzed up. They're not going to be sparked up. So how do you make it more exciting? How do you make it more about you? If you notice on mine, I do a lot of videos because that is where I get my energy. That's where people connect with what I do a lot more. And that is where I get my voice across in my attitude, my way of coaching, my way of doing tarot. It is all about that energy of how I speak. So I do try and put a lot more videos on there. And for Instagram, that is not the go-to type of platform unless you're using short reels. But for me, it is how I pass my energy across. So I've not taken that, well, I've got to do things to fit into the Instagram mold. I've done it as, this is me, this is what I'm about, and this is how I showcase my shop front. So how do you showcase your shop front? Not thinking of things in this, right, I have to fit into this box and I have to fit into this mold, but really, how do you showcase you and what you do? That's the first thing, all about your branding. The next thing is take a bit of responsibility. Often we say we're not making any sales, or nobody buys my stuff, or no, everybody loves it, but nobody actually pays for it, or people want free. Look at the stories you are telling yourself. If you are saying everybody wants things for free, you are attracting everybody wants things for free. If you are saying everybody likes your stuff, but nobody buys, you are attracting that reality in. If you are also running your shop, but not posting any ways for people to buy from you, then again, let's let go of the victim of nobody's buying. How the hell can somebody find you? How can they buy from you? How can you make it simple? So if you are selling a product, so if you're selling jewelry, art, whatever that is, how often are you posting a picture of the product they can buy with a link to it? How often are you telling people to go to your website? How often are you directing people to your shop? If you're not doing it daily, twice a day, 3 times a day, then let's not say that people aren't buying. People aren't seeing. It's not that they're not buying from you. They are not seeing what you do. You've got to remember, people don't go on social media all of the time. They're not just on there and your post is the one that pops up. So let's let go of the nobody's buying and turn it into I am being seen and everybody is buying. So let's change that mindset. Let's stop telling those victim stories of the things that aren't happening and start telling the story of what you want to happen. Start telling the story of, yes, this is my life. People buy from me with ease. Everybody sees my stuff. Everybody sees my content. As soon as they see it, they go to my store, they buy from me. Like, let's change this story around, because the more you are telling the old story, the more that is attracting in. So make sure you are there showcasing what it is that you do and how people get their hands on it. Super, super simple, but so many people make it so difficult. So how often have you checked your link tree to make sure that the links on there are actually the ones that you want to get out there? I do this all the time. And sometimes I'll have like a random post that I've forgotten. It's like one from August. And I'm like, we're in September now. Let's move on. What is it you want people to be directed to at this point? If you're using Linktree, if you're using your website, are the links up to date? Is your checkout up to date? Can people get there simply? Can people buy from you easily? Often when we look at these things, there could be broken links. There could be buttons that don't work. And we're sat here going, nobody's buying from me. And it could be a really simple fix. So start to just have a look at the detail around your mechanics in your business, having a look at how simple is it for somebody to get their hands on what you do. And that could be the fix that you've been looking for, but it also could be a little bit more. So the other thing is planning it out. What is it you want to showcase this month? What is it you want to focus on? What is it you want to sell this month? So really start to think of what is it you are talking about regular, because people don't buy off one email or one post. People often want to see more about the same thing. And this isn't about building trust. It's just about being in somebody's mindset. So I'm not saying no one will buy off one post, because they will. So maybe get that into your head as well. People will buy from your post. They will buy from seeing one post. They'll buy from seeing, just one story. So do not knock that. But also, like I said, not everybody's online all of the time. So you have to then post more regular about the same thing so that people see it, so that your audience is able to see it. So if you plan this out and you plan how to generate your posts. You plan it around, a selling one, maybe one a bit more personal about you, then maybe one about, giving a service out there. So it could be a powerful quote, it could be a free service that you do or something. And then another one around selling, how to work with you, all of these things. Start to do a bit of a kind of sequence to how you do it. And what you'll see is that things start to shift because you're in a pattern of momentum. You're in this regular posting. You're in this regular energy of feeding energy towards your sales. And people start to see it. People start to see what you're doing and you get excited. And the other thing is, celebrate the hell out of anything that comes your way. So 1 sale, 10 sales, make sure you're celebrating every single person that buys from you. Because often when we're selling something, we're often thinking of how many people you'd ultimately like to be in there, or how many pieces of art you'd ultimately like to sell, or how many pieces of jewelry. And it forgets you noticing that you've just helped that one person by selling that one piece. So don't underestimate the power of celebrating every single client and every single sale and every single piece of money that comes your way, because money feeds off that energy, and money wants more of it. It wants to know it has a purpose. It wants to know it pleases you. It wants to know it's there for you. So give your money a purpose. And lastly, stop making it so transactional. We often say we want sales or we want clients and all the things, and we think about the clients or the sales. And that doesn't mean anything to your energy. You thinking about a sale does not do anything for your energy, and it doesn't do anything to give money the purpose that it needs. So if you're thinking about a sale, and for instance, you're selling a coaching program for $10,000, should we say? So you're selling this coaching program for $10,000. What is that money going to do for you? What is that money going to ultimately bring to your life? How is it going to enrich your life? What do you have planned for it? What are you going to do with it? What change is it going to make? So that you start to give money that energy flow, where it needs to go, what it needs to provide you with, what it needs to do to serve you, because money wants to serve you. So really get into this energy of what is it you want to do with it, rather than thinking of one client or $10,000, when actually it's about what you're doing with it. So ultimately it could be, buying a new car. It could be whatever it is for you. Give that money a purpose. Give that a reason for that to attract in the money that you want, because it does want to serve you. So there can be lots of different reasons why sales aren't happening, but mainly it can be all about the stories. It could be a little bit too transactional, and money maybe doesn't have a purpose in it all. But ultimately, is your shop actually open for sales? Do you talk about the fact that you sell? Do you talk about the fact that you have products? Or do you post lots of nice motivational things and hope somebody might go to your page and click on a link and buy something from you? That's a very different way of trying to attract clients. And that is ultimately fine if you believe that is how people are going to get to your products, and if you believe that is how you're going to make money. But often that belief isn't there. You could sell in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't actually matter. There is no rules around selling. I've given you a couple of tips here, but these are not rules. These are not steadfast ways that you need to sell in your business. The only thing you need to be telling yourself ultimately in your business is that everything you do turns to gold. Everything you do sells. Everything you do attracts money. Everything you do is the most fun and you love it. And that's why it attracts so much money. That's all you need to keep telling yourself. You don't actually need to set any rules around how it happens. But doing these things that are really proactive are going to help you start to create that momentum and traction when you don't currently have the belief that you can make money from anything. So trying to work these into your business is going to make a huge difference. So please come and join the Soulful Badass Telegram group. Tell me which one really resonated for you, which you haven't been doing in your business and you're going to start doing. But remember, You can do anything at all, and it will make money. You just need to ultimately believe that you can do anything at all and it'll make money. So make sure you are feeding that belief every single day. But please start to treat your online business as what it is. It's a shop. It's a shop front for them to get to you. And ultimately, that's what you're here to do. Your business is about you shining your purpose and light into the world. And by you hiding or not being visible or not saying how people can work with you, it is just keeping people from being in your aura. Can't even get my words out. It's stopping people from being around you and being able to help them and being able to shine that light in the world. So make sure you get over whatever fear of sales it is that has been stopping you from helping as many people as possible. But if this one resonated with you, please come and join the Telegram group and let me know. And exciting news, my new book, Becoming Unstoppable, is available on the 10th of October. So make sure you tune in, get your hands on that copy when it's available. If you sign up to my email list, you will get notified as soon as it's out. So please, I will pop the link in to get you on that list and notified the day of release so that you can get that handy guide right in your back pocket and you really can become unstoppable. So have the best week. I can't wait to see your Instagram or social medias take off and see what they start to look like. And I will catch you next week. Bye.